Breaking into real estate is hard, really hard, actually. I know this because I was in your seats a few years ago. Back in 2016, I got my real estate license. That part was easy. Learning how to sell a house, write up a contract, negotiate, book inspections, and manage the paperwork was all very easy to me. Mastering all of that doesn't equate to a single dollar if you don't have clients. A successful realtor is constantly refilling his or her sales pipeline with quality leads. For realtors with huge networks of contacts that they can rely on, this might not require much work. For those of you just breaking in with very small networks, it's much harder. When I started in the real estate business, I was told to make a list of 100 people that would pick up the phone on the first ring every time I called. After struggling to come up with 20, my broker said, "That's okay. This number will grow as you meet active buyers. In the meantime, you should just go sit for other agents at open houses. This is a way to meet active buyers." I soon found out that it was rare that serious buyers who weren't already working with other realtors were quite rare. I asked, what else could I be doing that would help me generate some leads? I was told networking events were a great way to meet people. And that is true if you wanted to pay $40 to talk to a bunch of realtors and mortgage brokers. I couldn't keep relying on the same 20 people for referrals every month. So how do I find people to add to my list? How do I go from 20 to 100? Zillow? To compete in the best zip codes, it costs over $1,000 a month. By the time you see the return on investment, if you ever see it, you could be out of money. According to the National Association of Realtors, the first step for 44% of potential home buyers is to look at homes online. What is the biggest real estate website in the world? That's right, it's Zillow. So if you're not paying Zillow thousands a month to cover all the areas that you serve, those potential buyers are not seeing you first. According to the National Association of Realtors, a whopping 75% of buyers only contact one agent, which tells me that if you can get in the door first, you are already most of the way there. The trick is getting in the door first. How do you compete with an organization that spends millions on SEO to make sure that they are the first site that pops up when you search anything real estate related? By 2018, I was out of money. I spent it on broker fees, MLS dues, realtor membership dues. Every house I had sold up until that point, which frankly wasn't many, all that money went to my broker to catch up on the fees that I was behind on. I got a part-time job to bridge the gap. My broker told me this was not conducive to succeeding in the real estate business and decided to part ways with me. I moved to a non-franchise broker where the fees were much less, and I reevaluated my approach. I couldn't afford Zillow. I couldn't afford a billboard, and I certainly couldn't afford TV or radio ads. But I did have an epiphany. What is the one thing people do more on a daily basis, and not just when they start looking at homes? It's interacting on social media. With millennial buyers now the largest group of first-time home buyers in the country, this is the perfect time to dedicate your marketing efforts to meeting these potential clients before they start looking. And in order to do this, you need to make yourself present in their lives every single day. Once I started marketing via Facebook and Instagram, and I'm talking real dedication, spending hours creating original content, editing it, making it look great, and then, of course, sharing it with anyone willing to listen, something amazing happened. I saw real engagement, thousands of views on my videos, hundreds of comments, real people asking real buying or selling questions. At my peak, I was generating 3 real solid buyer and seller leads per month. That's a lot in the real estate industry. If only one of them converted, it was well worth the effort. The problem was I couldn't do both. There just wasn't enough time. Realtors have day-to-day responsibilities, especially busy ones, and that typically doesn't allow enough time for marketing. So even though I had these amazing leads, I wouldn't be able to continue that marketing effort while I was working on their deals. The key to real estate marketing is that it has to be ongoing. What if I told you that for less than you pay for 3 zip codes per month on Zillow, I can create original content for your social media and even manage it for you? My unique combination of having worked in the real estate business and refining my skills as a filmmaker at Full Sail allows me to offer you the best of both worlds. So stop paying for individual zip codes and reach them all.